The Frank Sinatra Program, brought to you by VIMMS. The Frank Sinatra Program with Bert Wheeler, Axel Stordahl and the orchestra, the VIMMS vocalists, yours truly, Truman Bradley, and our honored guest, the celebrated screen star, Mr. Alan Ladd. All brought to you by VIMMS, the best-known name in vitamins. Get VIMMS. Get that VIMMS feeling. And here, ladies and gentlemen, is Frank Sinatra.
I've had this feeling before, but never like this. Love had me reeling before, but never like this. Whoever dreamed this could happen to someone supposed to be smart? I really must have been napping to let you walk off with my heart. My dreams, and I've had quite a few, were never like this. This is too good to be true, but so was that kiss. I know by the way my heart leaps that this time I'm playing for keeps. Yes, I've had this feeling before, darling, but never like this. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our show, which is being broadcast from coast to coast and to our armed forces overseas. Those of you moviegoers who saw This Gun for Hire, China, and Lucky Jordan will perhaps recall a young man who met all opposition with a left hook to the jaw or a slug from an automatic. The performer of all this histrionic hullabaloo is our guest for this evening, Alan Ladd. Before Mr. Ladd joins us, though, I would like to have you meet a man who used to be a lad himself, Bert Wheeler.
Thank you. Say, Frank, are you sure Alan Ladd is coming here tonight?
You bet he is.
Oh, boy, put down that gun. Take your hands off my throat. Ah! Oh, boy. Ow, ow, don't hit me. Ow, ow.
What's the matter? Who's hitting you? What's the matter with you, Bert? Nobody's hitting you.
I know, I'm just practicing for when Alan Ladd gets here.
Now, let me straighten you out, Bert. Alan Ladd's a perfect gentleman. He doesn't go around beating people up.
Yeah? Suppose he walked in here right now and cut you up in a million pieces.
Well, I'm not worried about that.
No? Well, how would you like to be known as Frank Sinatra, the singing hamburger?
Look, Bert, I've met Alan Ladd, and he's a very peaceful fellow.
Well, I don't want to say nothing, Frank, but when Ladd was only 5 years old, he was so tough. The only way his father could get him to undress for bed was to play strip poker with him.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, well, here's something I saw with my own eyes. Alan Ladd walked right up to a sheriff and hit him right over the head.
Now, Bert, that was in a movie. It's nothing to hit a sheriff in a movie.
But he hit him with the chief of police.
Hey, that must have been exciting.
Exciting? I was so scared my knees got lower plate wobble. And another thing, in the same picture, he buried 3 wives.
What's so strange about that?
Only 2 of them are dead.
Bert, you really admire Alan Ladd, don't you? You must think he's the toughest guy in the world.
You said it, and before he gets here, will you do me a favor?
I will if I can.
Well, send out and get 50 revolvers, arm every man in the band, and get Axel Stordahl a machine gun to lead with. I don't want Ladd to think we're a bunch of sissies.
Please don't worry, Bert, because if Alan Ladd gets too tough, I'll get Axel to punch him in the nose.
Well, if Axel does, he'll swing and sway, and it won't be with Sammy Kaye.
Now, look, this whole thing is silly, Bert.
Well, I just want to make the guy feel at home, Frank. And while we're at it, do you mind if I muss up my hair a little, too?
Well, go as far as you like, Bert. It's your party. Hello, yes? This is Frank Sinatra. Well, thanks very much. No, I don't need any help. No, I'm not afraid of Alan Ladd. Oh, you want to come over and help me in case he gets tough, huh? Well, I know you can lick him, but I don't expect any trouble. Yes, I know he's tough, but I'll be all right, believe me. Thanks for offering to help me. Goodbye.
Who was that?
Little Abner.
No man wants to drag through a busy day feeling like this.
Every day it's the same. I'm dead tired and getting further and further behind on my work.
In many cases, a general lack of well-being like that is the result of not getting enough vitamins and minerals in your food.
I don't think that means me. I eat enough.
You may think you do, but listen to this. United States government experts found in a survey of eating habits that 3 out of 4 of us were not getting enough vitamins and minerals. Your wife will tell you it's not easy to get just the food we want these days, and many of us don't always eat just what we should.
Yes, there are a lot of things I don't like, but how do I get enough vitamins and minerals?
Well, the simple, logical thing is to take VIMMS. These famous tablets were developed to meet vitamin and mineral shortages in our daily meals scientifically and completely. VIMMS give you all the vitamins and as much of every one as government experts recognize as essential in the diet. But VIMMS don't stop there. VIMMS give you, in addition, vitally needed minerals, calcium, phosphorus, and iron to work along with the vitamins. And, not less important, VIMMS give you all those vitamins in the balanced formula officially endorsed by medical committees. If you lack one vitamin, remember, it's likely you lack others, too.
Now, wait, the idea sounds great, but I'm no millionaire. Now, what do these VIMMS cost?
Only a few pennies a day. Get VIMMS from your druggist, the qualified vitamin dealer. VI for vitamins, double MS for minerals. Your whole family can afford VIMMS, and an easy way to remember is to take your 3 VIMMS at breakfast every day. Get that VIMMS feeling.
Back in 1932, Broadway playgoers laid out scalpers' prices to see the Jerome Kern musical comedy, Music in the Air, the Oklahoma of that day. One of the hits from the score that lingered in the customers' minds was The Song Is You. I'd like to recall it for you now, if I may. A beautiful theme of every dream I ever knew. Down deep in my heart, I hear it play. I feel it start, then melt away. I hear music when I touch your hand, a beautiful melody from some enchanted land. Down deep in my heart, I hear it say, is this the day? I alone have heard this lovely strain. I alone have heard this glad refrain. Must it be forever inside of me? Why can't I let it go? Why can't I let you know why can't I let you know the song my heart would sing, that beautiful rhapsody of love and youth and spring. The music is sweet, the words are true, the song is At this point, friends, it becomes my pleasure to present a real swell guy, Paramount Pictures' newest star, Alan Ladd.
Well, good evening, Frank. It's nice to see you again.
Welcome to our show, Alan.
Wait a minute. What program is this? The Bob Hope Show?
No, Alan, it's Bert Wheeler's idea. He wants you to feel at home.
Oh, who does he think I am? Flat top?
Hi, Alan, old boy. Say, Alan, I brought some presents for you. Here, take them.
Hey, what's all this junk? What are these papers?
Those are the blueprints of the First National Bank. That ought to be a soft touch for you. The night watchman is cross-eyed.
Well, what has that got to do with it?
Well, he thinks he's watching the bank, but he's really watching the drugstore across the street.
Oh, Mr. Wheeler, it is quite evident that you're laboring under a misapprehension. In other words, you have misconstrued my character completely.
You see, Bert, I told you.
Oh, don't kid me. Lad can break a guy's arm by just shaking hands with him. Alan, shake hands with Truman Bradley.
Hello, Alan, old boy. Sorry I missed you at the croquet matches last Tuesday. But, Alan, I say, we must get together some afternoon this week for tea and VIMMS.
Well, that's a date, Truman. I'll bring along my latest album of Schubert's Unfinished Symphony, played by Spike Jones. You know, the dishpan section goes simply mad.
Well, gentlemen, since we're talking about high-class music, why don't we all go to the opera next week? I'll get 3 tickets.
Make it 3.5 tickets. I love opera. Many's the time I got soused with Faust.
Hold on, Wheeler. What do you know about opera?
Plenty. I saw 2 operas last week.
Really? What were they?
Carmen and Miranda.
Pay no attention to them, boys.
Well, I got a good idea. Let's all go to Patsy next Sunday to the Philharmonic. They're going to play Offenbach, Ravel, and Beethoven.
Say, I'll bet Dorsey will be there.
What would Dorsey be doing at the Philharmonic?
He's got 10% of Beethoven.
By the by, Alan, how's that new book of yours coming along?
Well, it's turned out to be an enormous volume. I'm calling it The Influence of Hypnotic Curriculi on the Development of Contemporary Psychoanalysis. You know, it's 4 inches thick.
Yeah? You know, I'd love to have a copy of that book for my mother.
Well, is she interested in psychoanalysis?
No, but she's got a piano with one short leg.
Now, Bert, Alan Ladd's our guest tonight, so please don't abuse him, will you?
I'm not abusing him. I'm just disappointed, that's all.
Why? What's the matter, Bert?
Well, I've been telling all the fellas how tough you are, and here you show up with no gun, no dagger, no brass knuckles, no nothing. You ain't even got a finger missing.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, Bert, but I'm only tough when the part calls for it.
Well, Bert's a little unhappy, Alan, because he stayed up all night preparing a sketch for you and me to do.
Well, now, look, Bert, I don't want you to hurt your feelings, but what do you call this play?
Well, it's kind of a tough play. It's called The Singing District Attorney. Or there'll be a hot time in the cooler tonight.
Okay, I'll play it.
Goody, goody. Right after D.A. Sinatra sings his next song.
While the boys are dusting off the docket for Wheeler's new play, I'll try to keep things legal by singing Jimmy McHugh and Harold Adams' song From Higher and Higher. The music stops. The music stops, but we were still dancing, which goes to show that music has charm. The lights were low, so we went on dancing. I felt the glow of you in my arms. The band had left the stand, and we were in heaven, dancing on a cloud way off in the blue. The music stopped, and people were glancing, but we went on dancing, 'cause we didn't know, because the lights were low, and we were in love. The band had left the stand, and we were in heaven, dancing on a cloud way off in the blue. The music stopped, and people were glancing, but we went on dancing, 'cause we didn't know, because the lights were low, and we were in love.
Presenting Mr. Singing District Attorney. Who is it that defends law and order? Who is it that upholds the rights of the community? Who is it that already has half as many children as Crosby? It's the Singing District Attorney. The singing DA is facing his greatest battle. Killer Alan Ladd is running amok, terrorizing peace-loving citizens. Somewhere on the north side, Killer Ladd walks into a candy store.
All right, Nick, put up your hands.
It's Killer Ladd.
Nick, I've been waiting to give it to you for a long time.
No, please don't.
Take it like a man, Nick.
All right. You've got me cornered. Get it over with. Give it to me.
Okay. Here's the $2 owe you for the fudge.
And now, as Killer Ladd and his mobsters roam the city, let's go to the offices of the Singing District Attorney.
Attention all cars. Attention all cars. Be on the lookout for woman pickpocket. When last seen, she was wearing brown shoes and stockings, a blue dress, green top coat, and the darlingest red hat. Bring her in. That is all.
Hello. Is this police headquarters?
Why, yes, madam, this is headquarters.
Will you send Frank Sinatra, the singing district attorney, to my house right away?
Well, what's the matter, lady? Are you in trouble?
No, I'm just lonesome.
Say, where is my assistant, Flatfoot Wheeler?
Here I am, Chief.
Wheeler, the prisoner in cell number 5 has served his sentence. Let him go.
I tried it, but he won't leave his cell.
Why not?
He says apartments are too tough to find.
Flatfoot, is there anything new on that Killer Ladd?
No, sir. Inspector Truman McBradley is working on it. Wait a minute, Chief. There's a call coming in on the police radio.
Calling car 13. Calling car 13. Go to the corner of Main and Elm Streets. 2 crooks are fighting over a box of Kleenex. Get the Kleenex. That is all.
Say, Chief, look. Here comes Inspector McBradley now, and he's got Alan Ladd.
Get in there, you rat.
Keep your hands off me, copper.
DA, I just picked up this guy in a butcher shop.
What was he doing?
Well, the place was out of meat, and he was pouring ketchup on the butcher.
It's a lie. I hate butchers with ketchup.
Pipe down, killer. We'll take care of you.
Hey, wait a minute. Are you the famous singing district attorney?
That's him. Last week he sang Small Fry and 3 midgets went to the electric chair.
Okay, Wheeler, I'll question this guy. Now start talking, lad.
Well, what do you want to know, Mr. Singing DA?
I want to know all or nothing at all.
Come on, get away from me. You're not going to give me the 3rd degree. I won't talk, I tell you.
Come clean, lad. We got plenty of evidence. Don't forget Detective McBradley found that old blackjack that you use so well.
I cut it out. Leave me alone. Cut it out, I say. You're sending me. I can't stand it.
Quiet, killer, quiet. Speak low when you confess.
You're not going to get anything out of me, copper. You can burn my feet, you can twist my arm, but you won't make me talk, not me.
I'll make you talk. You'll sing like every other stool pigeon.
Come on, lad. You'd better start singing.
I won't do it, I tell you. I won't.
If you don't, I'm going to give you Mazzy Dotes.
Don't do that. Don't do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. Will I ever find the jail in my mind, the one that is my ideal? Will I ever find the upholstered kind with the 10-year lease already signed? Will I recognize that FBI prize that no other eyes reveal? Or will I pass it by and never even know that jail is my ideal?
Lad, after hearing you sing, I'm going to let you go on one condition.
What is it, Mr. D.A.?
Stay out of my racket.
Now listen, you who are 16 years old or 20, 17, 18, or 19. How about your vitamins and minerals? You young people are famous for irregular eating habits, snatching a puny breakfast on the run, eating snacks instead of a balanced meal. Few of you indeed take real care to eat what you should. Is it any wonder that thousands of your age, from lack of vitamins in your diet, get pepless, low, nervous, trying vainly to keep up with that boy or girl who's always in the groove? Well, let's talk straight from the shoulder. We older people are often careless enough about this, but it's of still greater concern to you, this vitamin and mineral deficiency. If you don't get enough of these precious food elements, not only may you miss the boat now in everything you do, but, well, you may not become the sturdy man or attractive woman you want to be. Yes, burn up that energy. Make youth the adventure it should be, but take no needless chances. Take steps to get the vitamins you need. Start taking VIMMS. VIMMS give you all the vitamins government experts and doctors recognize as essential in the diet. Equally important, VIMMS give you vitally needed minerals, calcium and phosphorus for teeth, bones, and body tissues, and iron for good, rich blood. Tell your parents to have the whole family start taking VIMMS tomorrow. Get that VIMMS feeling.
You know, we've had some very unusual weather here in Hollywood for the past few days. Believe it or not, some of the natives got their first glimpse of snow. So in keeping with the mood of the day, the VIMMS vocalist Axel and the orchestra join in for a swell old favorite, Harold Arlen's Stormy Weather. Don't know why there's no sun up in the sky. Stormy weather. Since my gal and I ain't together, keeps raining all the time. Life is bad, gloom and misery everywhere, stormy weather. Just can't pull my poor old self together. I'm weary all the time, so weary all the time. When she went away, the blues walked in and met me. If she stays away, old rocking chair's gonna get me. All I do is pray the Lord above will let me walk in the sun once more. Can't go on. Everything I had is gone. Stormy weather. Since my gal and I ain't together, keeps raining all the time. Keeps raining all the time. When she went away, the blues walked in and met me. If he stays away, will get me. All I do is pray the Lord above will let me walk in the sun once more. Go on, everything I had is gone. Stormy weather. Since my gal and I ain't together, keeps raining all the time. Keeps raining all the time. Our thanks to Alan Ladd for dropping in tonight. Next week, we'll have the pleasure of playing host to one of the stars of the Warner Brothers picture, Old Acquaintance, Miss Miriam Hopkins. Now, this is Frank Sinatra saying, put your dreams away for another day, and I will take their place in your heart, wishing on a star never got you far. And so it's time to make a new start. Good night, everybody.
The Frank Sinatra Show, sponsored by VIMMS, best-known name in vitamins, came to you from Hollywood. Alan Ladd appeared through the courtesy of Paramount Pictures, producers of the Technicolor production Lady in the Dark. Truman Bradley speaking. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.